Hi, I'm Sharon Renfro of SharonRenfro.com and Our Hearts and Minds. Now, Our Hearts and Minds believes that we must open our minds in order to be able to open our hearts to one another. It's a fundamental idea to an alternative way to understand relationship psychology. And this means that the key to relationship success is thinking. Now, today's video diverges from the typical strategy that I use to do these videos, and I'm just going to talk about today's topic in 5 parts actually, and it's called divorce. Today's part 1, introduction. Now, divorce is a predictable outcome of relationship system that is accumulating levels and intensity of emotional perceptions and interpretations of threat, paired with increasingly frequent and intense negative feelings, which prevent the discharge of levels of anxiety necessary to return the relationship system and the individuals in that system to a state of calm. Instead, the accumulated anxiety is externalized, and it's externalized 3 places. And I want to talk about those 3 places, and then I'll do individual videos about those 3 places, and then do a final wrap-up video. These are brief, so they'll just give you some ideas about what goes on in divorce. Number 1, one of the places that anxiety is externalized into is connected relationship systems, such as social, familial, and friendship, in which family and friends absorb the anxiety and then they act out the threat as if the threat is their own experience. The entanglement of this relationship prevents these relationships from providing actual support based on concern that is neutral, which actually would help to calm the individual and help the individual to learn corrective life lessons that would be valuable for future relationships, and that also fails to help people gain emotional maturation and learn to think. The second place that anxiety is externalized with divorce is through newly formed intimate relationships, in which the individuals who are divorcing pretend that the ending of the relationship is not the result of individual immaturity with repeated use of 4 emotionally driven instinctual behaviors of conflict, fight, distance, flight, pretend, camouflage, and cut off, play dead, but some outside interference. Now, no one person has the potential to interfere at that level in a committed relationship. This process of blaming another person stops and prevents any learning or maturing that could benefit the individuals to have future successful relationships. Duplication of maladaptive relationship patterns is very likely without personal responsibility being accepted for the self. Number 3, the other place that anxiety is externalized in the divorce process is legal representation, which is paid to engage biased, prejudiced, emotional behaviors of conflict, fight, distance, flight, pretend, camouflage, and cut off, play dead on behalf of each individual in the relationship, and it increases emotional reactivity and negative feelings, thus heightening the justification to end the relationship. This provides the individual with a pretend level of maturation to cover up the sense of threat about the relationship ending. Any possibilities to repair the relationship diminishes once a legal process has been engaged. So if these ideas have been beneficial to you to sort of understand divorce in a different way and what happens in divorce, please like us. And you can find more information about these ideas at SharonRenfro.com through our free podcast series, Our Hearts and Minds, The Psychology of Relationships. And thanks for listening.